Hey, what's going on? It is Monday morning, but let's face it, for many of us, this Monday morning is very different than any we've ever experienced because of these unprecedented times that we are living in right now. What I wanted to share today were a few thoughts around the topic of working from home because so many people are likely working from home, if not for the first time, maybe the first time with your kids and your spouse also in the house, which can add a different level of difficulty to the situation. So, I've worked from home for just about 9 years now and absolutely love it. So, I wanted to share three things that I think you can do to help make this transition go just a little more smoothly because it could be a little stressful if you're not prepared for it. So, the first thing I think you can do, and is really important to do in order to start working from home successfully, is to set expectations early and set them very clearly. For me, that comes in a few different forms. One is I actually have an alarm on my phone. At 8 a.m., the alarm goes off. My kids and my wife know that that means it's time for me to go upstairs and go to work. It's really simple, but it's a cue that everybody understands and we're all on the same page about. Along those same lines, because we have smaller kids in the house, we also have baby gates around. So we set a baby gate at the bottom of the stairs, which creates a barrier between myself where I'm working and my kids down here as they play and do stuff. So I can say goodbye, I can close the gate, they know that I'm going upstairs, and they can't necessarily follow me into my workspace, so that way I can stay a little more focused on what it is I'm doing during the day. So see if there's some way that you can set expectations clearly, just so that everybody knows, like, when it's time for you to work, it's time for you to work. Along those same lines, or actually maybe the exact opposite, understand that the situation is not going to be perfect. We've all seen the viral videos where someone's on a video call and their toddler walks in and mom has to army crawl into the room to try and save the conversation so things don't go sideways. Like, that is going to happen. People are going to hear your kids in the background. Personally, my toddler and I share a wall, so if he's not down for nap time and just wants to be crazy and object to being in his room by himself, odds are good if I'm on a phone call, my coworkers are going to hear that. So in these times, be sure that we're also giving a lot of grace and understanding to our coworkers that things are not going to be perfect. So don't expect it to be perfect, otherwise you're probably going to be let down. But it's okay because we are all going through this same thing at the exact same time right now. And number three, the third thing to take away from this opportunity to work from home, I think, is understanding that you could have an unprecedented amount of quality family time if you have kids at home. So for me, I have absolutely loved the fact since we've had kids, unless I'm physically traveling out of town, I have had breakfast, lunch, and dinner with my kids every day. And it's awesome. It's something that so many people do not get to do because we're stuck in a car commuting, or we're physically at an office and can't come home, or our kids are at school, or whatever the case may be. But given the stress and the anxiety that so many people are under and the uncertainty that's going on right now, what a benefit it is for us to be able to be at home with our kids and eat a meal with them 3 times a day, just to be able to check in, to plug in, to see what it is they're thinking about or worried about, and to have honest and open conversations about things. So take these three things into consideration, really try to practice them, because I have found that to be extremely beneficial in working from home for so many years. And who knows, maybe you're going to get into the swing of things. You'll realize that this is something you could do on a regular basis, and your company is going to start offering this as an option when everything, concludes and we work through all this stuff over the next couple of months, and you'll be set up and in a position to know that you could work remotely for an extended period of time moving forward, and think about what that could do maybe for your personal schedule and all kinds of different stuff, even months or years from now. So I hope you have a great week. I hope everybody is able to stay a little bit more focused. It is a bummer that March Madness is not happening while we're all at home. What a awesome thing that would have been. But for now, we can just keep our heads down and keep working through stuff and figuring out what's going to go on as this situation continues to change. So if you have questions, want to talk about the topic of working remotely, please hit me up. Would love a direct message or a comment below. I'd be glad to talk about it. But have a great week. Good luck with all of this, and we'll be in touch soon.